Hello, this is Norm Volsky. Today on the inaugural Healthy Headhunters episode, we are going to be making roasted cauliflower and white asparagus soup. We've got some boiled potatoes in there, we have some butter beans for extra protein, and a lot of flavor and aromatics, and can't wait to show you what we made today.
Yeah, so those are cashews in boiling water to soften them up. When you blend cashews into something, it makes it real creamy, almost like it has heavy cream milk into it. So when you're making stuff without dairy, it gives that creaminess factor. So we just added the carrots, so we've got onions sweated down, then we put in the celery, and then carrots third. And you want to do it in stages. So, you want to chop up whatever you want the most cooked first, and then, keep going in order. And, certain things you're going to want really, really soft and to get all the water out. Some things you're going to want a little texture. So, onions don't really create a whole lot of texture, ton of flavor the more you cook it. Same thing with celery. And then as you go to carrot, that's something that, does provide a really good amount of texture, flavor, color, everything. So that's why we're doing third. And it's also in order of things that burn. So garlic usually should go in last because it's the easiest to burn. And it's the first thing that's going to, start to have a little bit of bitter flavor if you overcook it. So we're going to chop up the garlic last so that we can prevent that. So now we're going to put all of these sauteed onions, carrots, celery, and garlic in here. We're going to put a little bit of boiling water and then some of this better than bullion vegetable stock. And we're going to get, really, really good broth and stock to be able to incorporate the roasted white asparagus, cauliflower, and potato. And then we're going to get all those flavors in, let them meld, let them cook, and, we'll set it and forget it for a couple hours. Then we'll open it up a couple hours later, and hopefully it tastes as good as it smells. So we're going to add butter beans. These are very large lima beans. You can also use cannelloni beans if you have a hard time finding these large limas. So these had a little bit of sauce in them, but to get a little bit of the salt and the extra preservatives out, I did rinse them. And what I love about butter beans is they have a lot of protein in them. And in addition, they have a very creamy texture when not only just baked, but especially when you puree them. And it creates a really creamy consistency and adds protein content, which is fantastic. You add that with potatoes, you get a complete protein, which is all the amino acids that you would get in meat, which is great. So right now we got almost like a mashed potato, maybe a little bit waterier, more watery vibe. So we're going to put the rest of the pureed, roasted and boiled vegetables, potato, cauliflower, white asparagus. And then once it's all in here and kind of mixed together, then we'll just add enough water to get the consistency we want. And then we'll shut it, let it meld, cook together, and let it do its magic. Last thing to add before we close are bay leaves. Give some really, really nice flavor. And, with heat, releases, and it gets that flavor throughout the entire dish. So we're making a cashew cream in here. So we had some dried cashews that were steeped in some hot water, which, is going to soften them up and allow when we blend them to get a really creamy consistency. So we probably put about 1.5 cups of cashews that were pre-soaked in boiling water. Then we put about half a cup of nutritional yeast, gives it some really good cheesy, earthy flavor. In addition, there's no lactose in here, so for anyone who's lactose-free, lactose intolerant, nutritional yeast is not only a great way to get some cheesy flavor that you might be missing, but also it's got some really good nutritional content. A lot of protein, really, really healthy for you. Got some good amino acids. Then we put a teaspoon each of dried oregano, dried thyme, and dried parsley. And now the last secret ingredient is 1 teaspoon of green goddess seasoning from Trader Joe's. It is really good, really tasty, and creates some great flavor. So we're gonna blend this all up and see if we can get it to be the right consistency. We really want this to thin out the soup we made because it's still, pretty chunky. So we made the cashew cream with some of that nutritional yeast. It's a little frothy, but what I like is it's very watery right now, which is really gonna thin out the pretty chunky soup. My blade just fell in there, so I'm gonna have to pull that out using my spoon, but we're gonna mix this all up, get it the right consistency, get it back cooking so the flavors can meld, and we're almost ready to plate, probably about 30-45 minutes away. So really excited for that.
Yeah.
7.3.
8.4.
7.9.
It's my first taste. Got good substance. I will go 7.2. Very vegan.
I'm very happy with it. I would give it probably a 7.0. I would say could be a little saltier and could be mixed a little bit better. Could be creamier, a little gritty, but in general, good flavor and really healthy. And we're going to feel great after eating this. So pretty happy.